What's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy, Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look today at the NHL Reverse Retro Series returning here in 2022 for the 2022-23 NHL season. The NHL's Reverse Retro 2.0. This is our second take for this video, so if you tried to watch the other one and there was no audio, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just completely surpass this. This is our second take on this video. So let's try this again. So, we have some really exciting news here, and we're going to start off with the news that we already knew and then progressively work our way to the bigger news on these jerseys. So the first two are ones that we already knew about. So the first one we're going to start off with is the Vancouver Canucks. The Johnny Hockey Canuck will now be on the front logo of the Vancouver Canucks sweater. It'll be a crest logo. We've never seen this in Vancouver Canucks history, but it's extremely similar to the Abbotsford Canucks, who is their AHL affiliate this season, who is the Abbotsford Canucks, using this exact logo. Kind of interesting to see the color scheme here. It's a dark blue, like a navy blue, with a darker green than their typical color palette. But I really like this jersey. Very original here for the Vancouver Canucks. I have to say it's a win. I know a lot of Canucks fans aren't sold on it, but that's one we already kind of knew about. And again, this is pretty much paying tribute to a former NHL franchise in Vancouver, and that's kind of it. The other one that we knew about, but we've gotten some more details on it, is the New Jersey Devils will be returning the Kansas City Scouts color scheme and striping. Now, with that said, I had some questions last time. Are the Devils going to use their logo? Are they going to use their colors? What are they going to do here? So it's basically going to be the Kansas City Scouts striping and color scheme with the New Jersey Devils logo at the crest. I think this is a really nice addition and is extremely similar to what the Colorado Avalanche did with their reverse retro, except the reverse of that. So it's the Devils logo on the front, but the Kansas City Scouts colors. I think this is really cool. I guess there was something where they couldn't use the Scouts logo, so I'm going to use it for you here today in today's video. Yes, of course I have this hat. So this is basically a throwback to the 1974 Kansas City Scouts, so a really nice pickup there. The Chicago Blackhawks, disappointing. So far, this is the one I've been the most disappointed by. And that is the Chicago Blackhawks going back to a very interesting look from the 1937-38 season. It's a uniform inspired from that season almost 100 years ago. It is not the traditional Blackhawks logo. It is basically Chicago with a black bar across and a red jersey. This is one that might look better on the ice and in person, so I'm giving it some hope, but I'm not a fan of the word mark jerseys, and this is one I'm just not really feeling it with. Again, when we talk about how classic that logo is, it's when you do stuff like this, it's kind of hard. It's like, I'm not really a huge fan of that one. So, again, the Blackhawks have kind of delved into everything, so you can't really knock them for it, but it is something to consider. Now another one. This one's very cool from the Edmonton Oilers, and I actually predicted this one. I was hoping they would do this. And the Oilers Reverse Retro will bring back the 2001 alternate/third jersey, which is basically, I want to say a oil drop that's very odd looking. You guys can let me know in the comments, my Edmontonians out there. You guys will let me know what exactly that logo is. But basically, it's a navy jersey with a couple of cool stripes on the sleeves, which I think is really nice. And of course, there's a little bit around the waist as well. I think this jersey is really nice. This is one that might actually be a pretty big seller just because of how odd it was at the time, and I think that the Oilers did pretty well with this one. They didn't go with any crazy colors like orange or bright blue, so they kind of stayed tame with this one, but I have to say, I am pretty impressed with it. Tampa Bay Lightning, another one I predicted and was kind of hoping, kind of more fantasy thinking, but it actually seems to be coming true. The Tampa Bay Lightning will be based on the 1997 third jersey, and again, I'll have pictures throughout the video of this, but this is a really nice jersey, and it's just so odd. I just hope they don't neuter this jersey, and if you put that out of context, that sounds really weird. But that's really, and we'll talk about another jersey that I was excited about initially and then found out more details, and now I'm a little more skeptical. So we'll see what they do here with the Lightning. I mean, just the whole jersey, the detail of it, right? The shoulders is the gray, which is the dark thunder clouds. The blue is the sky. You have the diagonal lines, which is the rain falling. You have the thunder, the actual thunder bolts or the lightning, and then you have the ocean at the bottom, the crashing waves along the waist. I mean, that is pretty much as good of a jersey as it gets. This is one I'm going to try and pick up on day one. That one's going to sell out day one. I can guarantee it. I'm really excited to see what they do with that. But very interesting color palette and just overall landscape. Reminds me a lot of the Kachina or the Desert Dog. I think it's the Desert Dog jersey. But very excited for that one. Now, another one that I'm pretty excited for here. Shout out to Shaka, who's a San Jose Sharks fan. Yes, we're talking about the Sharks today. The San Jose Sharks will revive the California Golden Seals. Now, it's kind of going to be one of those things. What kind of jersey do the Sharks use? Do they use that green and yellow jersey, which would be kind of cool? Or do they go with something more fun? Do they go with that teal, that really light blue uniform that they had? Do they go with a full-on gold jersey? They could do some pretty interesting things here. So we'll see what they end up doing. I would like to see that teal. I think that would be pretty cool. But just to see the Golden Seals jersey come back, we saw it in the fall last year when Adidas had that throwback or heritage collection, and the Seals were one of those jerseys. So I guess that was kind of their way of gauging the market. It sounds like there was a market there to be had, so we'll see what happens there. And of course, to end today's video, you guys are of course going to ask about the Islanders and their fishermen. And this is the one I was talking about earlier where I'm not necessarily as excited as you would think I would be. Again, there's still context to that. So the Islanders Reverse Retro will resurrect the 1995 Fisherman, which would be very exciting, except for the fact that the logo itself is going to look very odd. It is not the logo that you're thinking of. And again, look in the video. I'll have it up throughout the video. It is basically the white, orange, and the dark blue, the navy blue, but no teal. There is no teal in this logo, which leads me to believe the jersey itself will not have that as well. So I really hope the Islanders don't use the same reverse retro, jersey style as they did for the last reverse retro and just throw a fisherman logo on, because that would totally kill this. If they still come out of this with the waves at the bottom of the jersey and on the sleeves and the lighthouse patch on the side, that can redeem this. But as of right now, I'm cautiously optimistic, and I'm a little worried about what they're actually going to do here. I assume it's going to be that same dark blue, navy blue color as the main focal point of the jersey. I'm just still kind of waiting to see what the rest of this jersey looks like, right? Again, it's just a logo. We don't know what the actual jersey will be. So stay tuned for that, because of course, especially when we're talking about the Islanders and the Fishermen, I've talked about this for at least 10 years now, that the Islanders were going to do this. And if you guys look in my Islanders playlist, I did say that for their 50th anniversary at UBS Arena, that the Islanders would return the Fisherman jersey. And it does look like they are going to do that. So you could say I'm crazy. You could say that I knew some inside knowledge. Or you could just say that maybe I was high. Maybe it was all 3 or 4 of those things. But the Islanders, for their 50th anniversary in their new arena, will indeed be wearing the Fisherman jersey. So let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think of all these jerseys? Which one is your favorite? Which is the one you're going to pick up day one before it sells out? And which one intrigues you the most? Which one are you most disappointed by? Let me know. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'm hoping that the video stays on this time.